It took days, even weeks, for a new emir to be appointed for Zazzau Emirate in Kaduna State. This followed the death and burial of Sheikh Idris, the 18th Fulani emir of the emirate. It became a talking point for many, and one of the reasons for the delay was that the governor, Zazzau Emirate, was consulting books for guidance. But alas, Nigeria's former ambassador to Thailand, Ahmed Nuhu Bangbali, emerged, and he is now the 19th Fulani Emir of Zazzau. In this special report, Tessa Makende visited the ancient city of Zaria, the traditional seat of the emirate where the new monarch shared his vision for his subjects.
This is the ancient city of Zaria in Kaduna State. It's the seat of the Zazzau Emirate. On Sunday, 20th September, its 18th emir, Sheikh Idris, died. He was buried according to Islamic rites, and the jostle for his successor then began, with princes from the ruling houses expressing interest for the seat. And in line with tradition, recommendations were made to the governor, who provisionally has powers to decide on who emerges.
They are not here to provide the foundation.
But the governor wasn't in a hurry to do so. He resorted to reading books, according to him, consulting for guidance to make the right decision. Days passed, even weeks, and people started asking questions. But Wednesday afternoon, 7th October, brought the news. The Zazzau Emirate-led government announced Ahmed Nuhu Bangbali as the new emir.
The governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, has approved the appointment of Alhaji Nuhu Bangbali as the 19th emir of Zazzau.
Since the news broke, friends and well-wishers of the new emir have been visiting Zaria in commemoration. They commend the governor, saying he has made the right decision.
It has always been his ambition to be Emir of Zazzau, and God in his infinite mercy has fulfilled his ambition. So we remain eternally grateful to God, and we are also grateful to His Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State for making it possible.
This is an ambition that the new Emir had nursed right from childhood, and so he grew up making sure that he was always going to be ready for these moments.
Many say the new emir will be trying to fill big shoes. They want him to put the people first at all times and ensure there is peace among his subjects.
Now, the first thing I feel the emir must take very, very serious is to unite the emirate, because he's stepping into a very great man's shoe. The former emir was an emir who worked so much for the peace and unity of the emirate. And so he's now stepping into the shoes that he's going to make the whole Zazzau Emirate united and in one accord. That is his first priority.
The new emir, Ahmed Nuhu Bangbali, is from the Malawa ruling house in the emirate. He considers his emergence as the will of Allah. The former ambassador to Thailand says he will be consolidating on the solid foundation laid by his forebears for the good of the emirate.
We are Muslims, and if you go by the dictates of Islam in the religion, once a leader is chosen, he's chosen, by God. And then it is expected that you pay your allegiance and support the leader, because the contest is over. So,
his vision would include provision of health care, security and education, among others. He would also make unity a priority.
Security, education, healthcare. These are very dear to me, and I want to put an eye there to support the government, in achieving, their objectives in those areas.
He's happy. Other leading contenders like Munir Jaffer and others have congratulated him over his emergence. Zazzau Emirate has 4 ruling houses, namely Katsinawa, Bari, Madawa and Sulubawa. And the new emir is from the Malawa ruling house. Part of the justification by the government for its emergence is that the last city house produced an emir was over a century ago. Tessa Makende, TVC News, Zaria.